Joe Hopkins here, and today I want to go over some of the guitars that really surprised me. Now, I've bought a lot of guitars. I own a lot of guitars. And they're pretty much all budget guitars. Some of them are they're meh. They're good, but they're not great, and I didn't expect them to be. They're exactly what I thought they would be. Some of them are really, really good. And I kind of expected that from them. I expected them to be really, really good. But there are some that are way better than I thought they would be. Like, they literally surprised me. I got them and I figured they'd be okay. And they turned out to be way better than okay. And I wanted to go over some of those because they might surprise you. All right, let's see. Which one should I pick up first? I will grab my IYV. Now, I bought this on Amazon for like 200 bucks. IYV stands for Indian Vina. They're a pretty good budget brand. But what I found surprising is this guitar, I expected it to be decent. On the level of like Firefly, Harley Benton, that kind of thing. And it is way better than that. I mean, way better. This thing, as far as the playability, the sound you get from it, the tone from the pickups, the quality of it, it really surprised me. The quality is pretty much the same, of the actual guitar build is kind of right there with like Firefly and Harley Benton and brands like that, where it's very solid, it's very good. I mean, to be honest with you, in general, a guitar is a guitar these days. As far as the build, what really surprised me is how good the action is, how good the frets are, how level the frets are, how well intonated it was right out of the box, how good it sounds. These pickups are phenomenal, and it surprised me. I mean, I would put it almost as good as my Wolf, which Indian Vina makes IYV and Wolf, as it turns out. But I didn't expect their $200, store brand guitar to be just within a hair's breadth of the $450 Wolf. I really didn't. I figured, well, they must make for all-in-one guitars who sells Wolf. They have to be producing them at a higher level. And they are. But it's not that much higher. This thing for 200 bucks surprised me. I'll definitely be interested in buying an IYV again because of that. It's a surprising guitar. Plus, they've been getting other styles on Amazon. If you wanted a Les Paul style guitar, all they had was the green when I bought this. And I like the green, but they've been putting other styles on there, and that's nice. Right? That's one of the things with IYV. You're limited as to the styles, but the guitar utterly surprised me as to how good it was. Now, here's a perennial favorite is Harley Benton. And Harley Benton, I own a bunch of them, and I expect them to be good, to a degree. I expect them to be a certain level of good, because, I've seen the reviews on them. They've been that good for other people. I have family members that have bought them, and they're that level of good for them, right? They've always been a certain level. This one, their Delta Blues series. And this is the Delta Blues OE. When I bought this, it was right around $100. And I thought it would be good, like their other $100 guitars, like the $80 Harley Benton acoustic my brother bought. I thought it'd be right around the same level. This is way better than I expected. This is a really, really good guitar. All solid mahogany, and it has a really nice, rich tone to it because of the mahogany, And, well, it just plays better than I expected. The action on it is better than I expected. The intonation is better than I expected. Everything on this was better than I expected it to be by a lot. For a $100 guitar, I was shocked at how good this one is. Now, is it all the Delta Blues models? If you order one, will it be as good as mine? Maybe I just got lucky. I don't know. I'm going to assume they're all this good, but I think it looks good too. Depending on how you get it in the light, it can look brown or kind of grayish sometimes, or it just looks cool. That's why I bought it. It looks really nice. And it surprised me as to how good it is. And to be honest with you, I don't really use piezo pickups much. This has the electronics in it, but the electronics in this even sound pretty good. Not as good as it could, but pretty good. Pretty, you know, pretty good, I gotta say. Overall, this one surprised me as to how good it is. You know, with budget acoustics, a lot of times they're a little hard to play, and this one isn't. And I just, for $100, you know? When like their 12-string guitar that I bought, the 12-string acoustic cost, I don't know, 200 and something. I think I got it on sale for like $165. It's like the more expensive one. You expect more. But that Delta Blues is amazing for $100. It surprised me. All right, the next one that surprised me, absolutely shocked me. I got this. This is my SX, which you get from Rondo Music, right? And by the way, you know what? I'm going to put links in the description to some of these sites, like Rondo and Thomann Music that sells Harley Benton, and some of the ones, obviously Amazon for IYV. Just go to Amazon and type in IYV guitar, right? Because it changes. But I bought this at from Rondo Music. It's an SX. I think they call it their Furion, something like that. It's a Telecaster style guitar, humbucker in the neck. I think they have regular tellies that are 2 single coils also. And I gotta say, I paid, what did I pay for this? I got it on sale. Normally, I think it's like a little under $200, right? And it surprised me. It surprised me because of how good it is. It came pretty well set up. I don't know if that's on purpose or if it's just, you know, accidental. Maybe once again, maybe I just got a good one. But the frets are huge. I love the frets on this. They got it says medium jumbo, but these are like jumbo. These are big frets. And it plays so well and sounds so good. It is way better than I expected, right? I have an Xavier Telecaster that cost me around $200, and I expected it to be fairly good. It's got, you know, Guitar Fetish's GFS pickups in it, and Xavier is a pretty good brand, and I expected it to be pretty good. This one, I kind of expected it to be decent. It's way better than I expected. It sounds better than I expected. It looks about like I expect. I mean, you know, like I said, guitar construction is guitar construction. With CNC machines, it's kind of, they're all of a decent quality. They're all pretty good quality stuff. But the finish is better than I thought it would be, honestly. I don't know if it really shows on the camera, but it's nice, sparkly, you know, what's it got, like gold fleck in the red. It's good. It looks like, you know, like a hot rod, like a, you know, gold fleck candy apple red hot rod or something. I like that. I like the car, kind of classic car tone colors on a guitar. I think it looks cool. But yeah, this one just plays better, feels better than I ever expected it to. It's kind of heavy, but you know, tellies a lot of times are, single cut guitars are, but yeah, it plays way better than I thought it would when I bought it. I expected it to be good, but not this good. Another guitar I bought that is way better than I expected, and apparently I should have expected better, having looked up other reviews on him and whatnot. Maybe I should have expected more, is my Donner. I just bought this a little bit ago, and I even said the weakest point is the pickups, right? The pickups sound really good, but they're the weakest part of the guitar. I'm not going to say they suck. They don't. They sound great. But everything else on this is so good. I mean, so good. And I think this goes for $200 on Donner's website. Part of it is, and I went over this in the review of it, the little amp that came with it, the micro amp, which is tiny, but actually sounds really good. And it came with a really nice gig bag, like a nice gig bag. And all the stuff it came with was really good. It's like one of those beginner's kits. All of it is really good. What surprised me, coil splitting for the humbucker, right? On such an inexpensive guitar. The hardware is way better quality than I expected. The tuners hold the tuning really well. They're really good tuners, which was, you know, on an inexpensive guitar, you know, and the action doesn't feel like an inexpensive guitar. It came right out of the box, pretty well set up. I only had to adjust the low E string for intonation, right? Everything else was pretty close. I'm not saying it's not like dead on, but close enough that in general, you're not going to notice, right? Really good. But it just plays so well. The action is so good. The frets are so level for a $200 guitar. I always thought of Donner as kind of like the level of Glary, you know, where it's good for the money. No, this is just good. And it surprised me. I didn't expect it to be that good, right? I expected it to be a competent guitar, but not this good. And this is just ridiculously good. You know, and like I said, some of the guitars I've bought over the years, I expect them to be good. A lot of the Harley Bentons I've bought, like my SC Custom FR, I expected it to be good. And it's good. It's as good as I expected. In fact, it's maybe better than some of the guitars I'm showing you, but I expected it to be. My Hard Luck King's Bombshell is probably the best Strat I own. It's way better than the Donner, but I expected it to be. The Donner, I didn't expect it to be that good. The last one I really didn't expect. I didn't buy this guitar. This was a kit. This is Beck's Gears. Once again, Amazon. It's their Beck's Gears V guitar kit. And for a kit guitar you buy on Amazon, I expected it to be good, right? Most of the kit guitars are pretty good. They're as good as you make them because you make them. Me and my kid painted it, right? It's kind of a custom paint job, right? My kid went to town with the neon paint. And I expected it to be a certain level of good. And after I put it together, what I found was I was able to get this action lower than any of the other actions of any guitar I have. This is my lowest action guitar, my easiest to play. It's got kind of a wide neck, which for a lot of things I like. I do like a wide neck. It's almost as wide as a classical guitar. And I kind of like that. But I wasn't really expecting to be able to set it this low, to have the neck this flat, right? Usually you have to put a little bit of a bow in the neck. And, you know, just so you don't get buzzing or dead frets, because how level are the frets really going to be on a guitar like this? And even a guitar with really level frets, how low can you really get the action? This one was shocking. Even the nut is really low. And at first I was concerned about that, because that low a nut means that it's going to be hard to get it adjusted in so you don't have fret buzzing and you don't have dead frets. And this one just shocked me. It absolutely shocked me. If you want a guitar kit, maybe, once again, maybe I just got a good one, but I would definitely recommend this. And the pickups sound pretty good. I think, you know, it could be better if I put some shielding in them, but I like this for, not everybody would like the sound of this guitar. Most people would probably want to change the pickups. But since I do different types of music, I kind of like the tinny, sharp, thwacky sound that these pickups get for certain things. So I'm going to keep them in there for certain things. But if you want like something with a deeper, richer tone, yeah, change the pickups, change the electronics. But as far as guitars go, it plays so well. I was able to dial this in so low and get the intonation so good. And it just shocked me, right? And I think this kit is like 170, 180 bucks, something like that. So it's not like a $100 kit. But really, you don't expect that from a bargain kit guitar on Amazon. You expect it to be decent, as good as you can make it. That thing is really, once again, it surprised me. And like I said, I'm doing the guitars. These are the guitars that surprised me. right? Most of everything else I bought is roughly the quality I expected. I bought an Ibanez 7-string, and it's very good, just like I expected. Even for 200 bucks, it's Ibanez. It's going to be at least really good. Like I said, I've bought a lot of Harley Benton guitars that are as good as I expected. I have a Firefly that is as good as I expected. It's an excellent guitar. It's as good as I expected. I own a lot of guitars that are as good as I thought they would be. And these are the ones that are way better than I thought they'd be, right? I expected them to be good, but not this good. And that's what I'm going over. Just in case, if you guys want to know, are these certain brands that good? Because like with Donner, a lot of people have reviewed Donner and talked about, hey, they're a really good guitar, but they're way better than I thought they would be, right? The same thing with SX. I thought, okay, that's Rondo Music's like lower end brand, right? Haydean and Agile are their upper end brands, right? Haydean kind of in the middle, Agile's their upper end brand. SX is their cheaper one. You think, okay, it'll be okay. Way better than I thought, right? So anyway, those are the guitars that turned out to be way better than I thought they'd be. And with Harley Benton, all their stuff is good, but that Delta Blues is better than their other cheap acoustics. I know because I've played their other inexpensive acoustic guitars, and this one's just so much better than even some of the ones that cost 60, 70 bucks more. And it surprised me. It surprised me how good it is. These are the guitars that surprised me, and they might just surprise you. So they're worth checking out. Like I said, I'm going to put links in the description to, let's see, Thomann Music, Donner Music, Rondo Music that sells SX, and the two I got on Amazon. You have to go on Amazon and look them up because it changes, right? And you can see the full reviews on all of these guitars if you want to, because here in a minute there's going to be an end screen with some playlists. One of them's a reviews playlist. There's playlists like in the corners. One of them's reviews. You can just look at the playlist and scroll down and find the guitar you want to see reviewed, and I review them. I also have a songs playlist. Check out some of my songs. I play these guitars on some of my songs, right? That SX, I did a song called Taste of Voodoo that I used that one on because I liked the way it sounded. You know, I was playing around with it and I found a riff I liked that sounded really good on that guitar. So anyway, check that stuff out, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video, all right? I love you guys. Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.